Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the week of March 28th. Now Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Taurus, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Taurus. Now, yes, I will be back with my normal deck of cards in the future, but I thought I felt like doing the normal Rider-Waite cards this week, and also it looks better with this wood green background. The contrast is a little bit better, but anyway, let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view. Do hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way, and you'll get monthly, weekly, and bonus content from me if you do hit subscribe. All right. So let's go ahead and put that right here. All right, that looks good enough to me. So Taurus, it looks like right now for many of you, there's something here around resistance maybe. Some of you have felt like you needed a new start in some area of your life, and there's something around resistance here showing up for you, which we're going to talk about a lot in this reading, I think. But what I really love to see here is that the clouds are clearing in the future, and there is some sort of long-term outcome that may be pretty well aspected for you in the future. But I'm going to talk about how I think it may be best for you to embrace this this new long-term situation. So right away in the middle, you have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is a card that really, you can see this person here sitting under the tree. They are thinking about the Three Cups of the past. They are thinking about the Three of Cups card, which is a card of joy, celebration, happiness, good times, good energy, anything like that. But what they're doing, in thinking about the past, in thinking about the cups of the past, they are missing out on what is right in front of them. Right? And so you can see here, there's this cloud, which represents the universe, and a hand. This hand represents the universe, offering this person an alternative solution out of this feeling of boredom, of apathy, of whatever kind of energy they're in now that's maybe not in alignment or not supporting them, right? And so it says when you get the Four of Cups to be very careful that you are not missing out on opportunities, because there's something available to you right now that you may not be seeing, all right? And so for many of you here, what I feel like saying is you have this new start that's been coming in here, and you want to be careful that there's maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of mental interference, or there's some type of interference that may be showing up as boredom, and you want to make sure that you are not dipping into that so you miss out. And in the past, the reason I'm saying is there is this sort of new beginning here is you do have this Fool card, right? The Fool is, for me, it's one of the most powerful cards, if not the most powerful card in the tarot, because the Fool, you can see here, they're at the edge of the cliff. They're about to jump off the cliff, and they have no idea if they're going to land. They have no idea if they are going to make it. And so the Fool represents you going on some sort of grand adventure and not necessarily exactly knowing what the outcome will be like, right? Not necessarily knowing where you're going to be going. Knowing you're going somewhere, but not knowing where you're going yet. Allowing the universe to handle the details as you leap forward, as you leap into something new. You have this here with the Seven of Wands, which is about resistance, Taurus. Seven of Wands, this person potentially is needing to hold their ground, needing to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm taking a stand here. I'm standing up for what I believe in. This card can talk about competition being present. It may mean that somebody else is resisting your new start. You may have shared with somebody that you're starting something new, and they may not understand why you're doing that. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that could certainly be the case for some of you, where it's maybe they just don't understand what it is that you're doing. I don't know, an example that's coming to my mind is maybe you want to do van life, but your family doesn't understand why you want to do van life, or maybe you want to, maybe you want to live in a van down by the river, but your friends don't understand or whatever. And it's you can't let this interference that may be coming in from other people, and it may be other people's boredom here. You can't let this interference come in and prevent you from doing the things that you want to do, Taurus, at this time. In the future, you have the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So really nice combination. So things are moving forward for you here, okay, very clearly. The Eight of Wands is all about swift movement, and it says that there's some type of swift action or swift movement coming into your life that could bring about really good news for you. And this may be news that comes in from a distance, okay? So this could be phone calls, text messages, letters, emails. Like going back to the example, maybe you find a Craigslist ad that has the perfect van. Or, one of your friends says, hey, I just found this van by the road and it looks like it's pretty good. There's like some type of, I'm not saying everybody's doing van life, but I'm just using that example. It's like some type of like good news coming in to maybe shift something for you, to create a shift in your life quickly when you get the Eight of Wands. You have this here as well with the Seven of Pentacles, which is about a long-term investment paying off, or a long-term situation really paying off. So you can see that this person here is sort of getting ready to take their harvest. Okay, they're getting ready to, they've grown this bush here for a long time. The bush, oops, sorry for bumping the camera there. The bush has now grown pentacles, and they're asking themselves if they want to take the harvest that they have grown and go in a new direction. They are actually contemplating here not only taking the harvest, but also going in a new direction. The Eight of Wands can represent a new direction as well, but it could also represent like travel by air, travel by flight, long distance travel, anything like that happening. And so it's like for some of you here, it's like there's going to be some type of quick communication that comes in that leads to a long-term fulfillment or a long-term situation. Not exactly clear yet. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this even more. Let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the High Priestess, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups, and you have the Lovers. Okay. So Taurus, I love to see that you have an ace here. You have two cards that I would describe as breakthroughs. Not only is the Eight of Wands accelerated motion and the feeling of getting unstuck, the Ace of Swords can be described as the feeling of having the clouds in the background clearing, making way for a new beginning, making way for something new. So we have this idea of a new beginning coming in twice here with the Ace of Swords, with the Fool, pretty powerful too, pretty strong new beginning for you, potentially coming forward. You have this you have this High Priestess as well, which is all about intuition. Okay, the High Priestess follows the voice of their soul, and they realize that the answers are not just external to them. The answers are not just in textbook, but the High Priestess also understands that the answers truly are within. And you can actually even see here that the High Priestess is sitting at the entrance of a spiritual temple. They hold esoteric wisdom. They hold esoteric knowledge. They hold hidden information. They hold knowledge that may not be found in a traditional textbook, as I say. And you can see that they're holding this scroll here. The scroll can represent, it can be an anagram for the tarot or the Torah. And so for some of you, you're looking for a spiritual meaning here on this journey. Some of you are on a spiritual journey here with the Fool, the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Swords. This is for sure. You also have this Eight of Cups energy here as well, which this person is ready to walk away from whatever's disappointing them. Okay, they're not letting the situations of the past hold them back anymore. These 8 cups here that are empty represent disappointments or situations from the past that are not in alignment with them anymore. And what I love about the Eight of Cups is it's a card of empowerment, right? They're stepping into a new journey. They're going to a new timeline, and they're reaching for new mountaintops. As you can see here, they're reaching for new mountaintops, and they're going to new horizons. The Lovers represents an important choice. So the kind of resounding theme in this reading is you do have an important choice to make in your career. You do have or in your life, I think. This is actually more about your life. I feel like this is a life reading. Like for some of you, it may be career. For some of you, it may be an important choice in love. But it's almost like you have a life move. Like you have a life move coming in here. It could certainly bring a relocation. Even though we don't have the Knight of Wands. That could certainly be implied here. Let's see what else we have. Let's move up the pyramid to see what that might be. So you have the Three of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. Hierophant and the Lovers, that could be a big combination of marriage. The Hierophant is a traditional card of marriage. The Hierophant here represents anything that is traditional, okay? Anything in your life that may be traditional. This could be, working a traditional 9-to-5 job. This could be your traditional way of viewing work. Like some of you may have like grown up with an old school parent or old school parents or in an old school family, and maybe I don't know, this example is coming to mind, like maybe you have parents who stayed in their job their entire lives. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying like that's an old school belief. That's an old school view of looking at work. For some of you here, this could be anything traditional, right? This could be anything. And this could also be representing a deeper level of commitment that you're looking to give to somebody. But for some of you, this may not be about marriage commitment. This may be about work commitment, because you do have this Three of Pentacles. You can see the three people here. These are colleagues. Okay, each person on this card they're colleagues. This is your teammates, your team environment, your teamwork. You can see that they are kind of critiquing this person's work. They might even be providing feedback. This person is showing off their work, showing off what they've just built in that Three of Pentacles energy. And so for some of you here, this could be something around committing to a job, maybe committing to a new job. The Page of Wands can bring a new job into your life. It can bring, pages always represent messengers, news, offers, opportunities, anything like that. And the Wands is the suit of work. So the Page of Wands is the one you want to see if you're looking for a new job offer. That could certainly be the case for some of you. So yeah, definitely, that is definitely possible. Some of you may be committing to a new job or even a new occupation. Let's move up the pyramid here. You have the Nine of Cups and you have the King of Cups. Okay. So the Nine of Cups is, Nine of Cups is the fulfillment of a wish. It's major wish fulfillment in your life, major blessings in your life. This person here is emotionally satisfied. They are emotionally content. In fact, I like to describe the Nine of Cups as like one of the more pleasurable cards to find in the tarot. It's like slicing into your favorite piece of cake, or slicing into eating whatever your favorite item of food is, like food item is. That's what the Nine of Cups feels like. So it's like, what do you want? Because it's available to you. If this King of Cups as well, which is somebody who maybe leads from the heart space, somebody who's an emotional leader, somebody who's emotionally intelligent. This also, you can see they're sitting in water here. And so, this card talks about like maybe somebody who is maybe weathering an emotional storm, and needing to also just take maybe a calm, cool, and collected approach to something. Let's see what else we have. Let's see what's at the top of the pyramid. Wow, you have the Two of Pentacles here at the top of the pyramid. So this is very clear to me. You are weighing choices and options. You can see that this person here is juggling the pentacles back and forth. They're deciding on what pentacle they should choose from. They're also like something's heavy on their mind here. Okay, they're analyzing, ruminating, going back and forth, trying to make the right choice, keeping all the plates in the air, keeping all the pentacles in the air. It can also represent changes in money. It could be good, could be bad. I would say it's probably good for you. You actually don't have really, taking a look here, you don't really have any negative cards on the board. So, with that in mind, this is probably a good financial change for you. Yeah, you have this Judgment card as well. Time to decide. Judgment asks you to go into a period of self-evaluation and ask yourself what the best choice is for you. This is a card of karma in that the choices that you've made up to this point are rendering out in real time. What path will you go on? What path will you decide to choose from? And what pentacle will you pick here? So this is a big choice for you. Really like this life change that's coming in for you. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.